Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's Mission Tuesday, and I've been telling you that the family is ground zero for missions. It is our primary mission field, and that the Ten Commandments are ground zero for the family. It gives us a kind of a map, a pathway to live the Christian life. So we've been looking at the Ten Commandments, and we come to one this morning, a different bridge, by the way, different bridge, but the same God. So here we are at the bridge. This is the Sarah Long Bridge in Portsmouth. But we come to Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 17, to a short commandment. You know, there are some of the commandments that really make us think, like the first one, you shall have no other gods before me. Well, that makes me think about the gods in my life that I worship, why I worship them, how I can put them away so I can worship the true and the living God. So that makes me think. And then there are those that we tend to pass by almost without thinking, because it's so obvious that we would never break them, like this one. You shall not murder. I would never, ever, ever think of shedding someone's blood, taking their life, committing the outward act of murder. I'm sure you wouldn't either. And so we move on to the next one, right? Well, that's until we read the words of Jesus in the New Testament. Jesus always gave us a kind of behind-the-scenes look at the law. He came to fulfill the law, and so he always takes us behind the scenes of the law to show us the real meaning. And so in our scripture, our other scripture, Matthew chapter 5, verses 22 and 23, he interprets this short commandment in Deuteronomy by saying this: you've heard it said, you shall not murder, for whoever murders will be liable to judgment. But I say to you, here it is behind the scenes, but I say to you, whoever is angry with his brother is liable to judgment. Whoever insults his brother will be liable to the council, and whoever says you fool will be liable to the hell of fire. Now that makes me think. See, Jesus understood that the seeds of murder came from a hateful heart, that murder was born from hatred in the heart. And so he was concerned with the hatred that leads to, he wasn't concerned that we only not commit the act of murder and shed blood, but that we deal with the attitudes and the actions that lead there. And so he says that we need to be careful not to go there, not to lead there. So it's not murder, it's not the outward act only, but it's all of the things in our lives that cause us to leave the worship of the true and the living God. It's all of those all of the anger, the insults, the careless words which we direct toward other people. You know, have I ever been angry with someone? Have I ever insulted someone? Have I ever said you fool to someone? And the answer is yes to the first two, and probably to the third. And so today, let's see if we can pay attention to the inward parts of our lives, the heart, so that we stop those seeds of anger and insult and injury to other people that lead ultimately toward murder. The Apostle John, in his first letter, applied the same principle when he said, whoever hates his brother is a murderer. So there you have it. Let's not pass by this commandment, but let's deal with the hatred that is deep inside us. Have a wonderful Tuesday.